All right, so we got 54 orders going out, totaling a little over $1,500 in sales. Stick around to the end of the video to find out what sold. This DKNY men's underwear sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so we had this huge duffel bag sale by the brand Reselling. Storage unit buyout that I did last year. Came with a ton of these handbags, ton of duffel bags, all new with tags. This sold for $64.95 plus $12.95 shipping. These Apple AirPods sold for $54.95 plus shipping. Found these in a storage unit buyout I did 2 months ago. Came with a bunch of random stuff, but I go, hey, might as well list these. I did list them as untested and not working, so we'll see if the buyer actually read the listing, but still a nice sale nonetheless. This men's Woolrich button-up shirt sold for $17.95 plus shipping. This regular women's long sleeve t-shirt, nothing too special about it, by the brand Eddie Bauer, also sold for $17.95 plus shipping. Just sold another tote bag by the brand Rume, I don't know. But anyways, this sold for $17.95 plus shipping as well. I want to talk about something that I've been doing in my business lately over the last 2 weeks that I really have been caught by surprise as to the results. And that something is that I've been cross-listing. I've been cross-listing using Vendoo, taking all 10,000 of my items on eBay and cross-listing them onto Poshmark. Right now we have about 2,600 items on Poshmark, and we sold 15 items last week on Poshmark alone. The great thing about it is all the items that are on my Poshmark closet right now are all items that I listed over a year ago in my eBay store. So anytime I get a sale on Poshmark, it's a beautiful thing because that inventory has been sitting there forever. And why I say this has caught me by surprise is because I didn't expect the results to be as good as they are, in that short amount of time. So in about 3 weeks, we've sold over like 30, 35 items. And just this last week, I saw it being a lot more consistent with at least 1 to 2 sales a day. And on one day, we sold between 4 and 5 items. So that is kind of the things that happen in our reselling business that we really don't know. We're going to try it, see if it works. And by surprise, it took me by surprise that the cross-listing was going to work so well. So I think that the future going forward, I'm going to continue to do this, maybe even expand to other platforms, especially with the auto delisting feature. But I tell you what, it is really nice. Let's just say I average 15 sales a day over the next month. I'm happy with selling 50, 60 items on other platforms, for work that I already did. You already did the listing, you already did the photos, the pricing, and everything else. Might as well get those items out to other platforms. So do you cross-list? Are you thinking about cross-listing? I think that is going to be one of the better choices I've made over the course of the year. One of my favorite parts about pulling and packing orders is that this type of inventory system makes that process so much easier, so much nicer. Being able to just look up your item, buy the SKU number, and be able to just pull the order with ease. The main reason why I like this inventory system is that it saves time. I'm all about saving time, buying back your time. And if you're looking to maybe upgrade your inventory system, whether you sell clothing or whatever, I think that this is the way to go because we don't want to be losing orders and we don't want to be spending more time than it needs to pull these orders to ship them out. So you could find links to all of these items in the description down below, from the boxes, from the poly bags to the SKU labels and the racks as well, though you could shop around and find better prices. I think that this is the way to go for clothing resellers. You can find it all linked down below, even the thermal printer, other miscellaneous items like the poly bags that I used to ship with. It does greatly help support the channel, and I appreciate you guys for using those links. I'm noticing more and more are using them, so just want to say, hey, I want to shout you out. Thank you. I recognize you, and I appreciate that. I really think that this is the way to go for selling used clothing on eBay. I don't want to lose orders, and I also don't want to be digging like a squirrel in bins every time I'm looking for an order. Can you all relate to that? That's what I got tired of, so this is the way to go. You know, I was just looking at these things hanging on my coat rack the other day and going, wonder if anyone is going to buy these overall bibs. They're snow overall bibs. They even got a patch here from a previous hole. They are Gore-Tex, so that's nice. And hard to tell if they're vintage or not. Really can't tell at all because you can't read the label. But you know, I'm up in the air when it comes to selling bibs, you know, because a lot of the time they get returned for not fitting, but it's okay. You know, got these at a yard sale. I think I paid $10 for them, and they sold on, you know, they just bought it right away, $80 plus $12.95 shipping. So I had these listed for about 3 months, and happy to see them go. Are you noticing more jacket sales, more heavy gear sales? I think the season is now starting to switch over. Get your jackets listed, get your bibs listed, whatever it may be. But people are starting to buy more of these items as it gets a lot cooler. Had this men's underwear sale by the brand Jockey. These came from the storage unit buyout I did last year, full of tons of underwear. These are made in 1999. You probably can't see it there, but anyways, these were made 1999, so they are vintage. I've been lotting these up in packs of 3, and they've been selling really well versus lotting them up in like larger, you know, 6, 10, 20-piece lots. I think 3 has been really nice to seeing these move. $24 plus $8.95 shipping. What a blessing to start moving some of this underwear. Another thing I've been doing lately that totally caught me by surprise was not doing my markdown sale this year, or this month, I mean. I ran a markdown sale on older inventory, 120 days and older, and this month I decided to do something different, and I didn't run my markdown sale. I'm talking about August anyways. This item is a perfect example. Like the SKU number is 12041. So this item would have been listed, you know, 6 months ago, even 8 months ago. So these would have been marked down 20, 30, 40%. This is an Eddie Bauer women's jacket, size large. So the person used a coupon and it sold for $19.96 plus $8.95 shipping, whereas in the past, this would have been marked down, you know, quite significantly. So I'm now starting to see more of those profits come in selling older items. You know, less items selling for $4 plus shipping, $6 plus shipping. And while that item might sell faster, I'm just not noticing much of a drop off in using a markdown sale, and you know, my sales totally die with items that are old. I'm still selling old items, and now for close to full price. So if you're want to experiment, try it out. I didn't notice really hardly any difference between marking my items down and not marking them down and still getting good sales. Say what you will about this brand, I still like to list plus size no matter what. This is the brand White Stag. Just listed this about 3 months ago. Sold for $17.95 plus shipping. It is a women's size 20W pair of shorts. So White Stag, probably not the best brand, but if it's a plus size and I look up the comps and see it's a 50% sell-through rate and better, I'm gonna go ahead and list it. This is a pair of women's Nike joggers, size medium, sold on a best offer of $10 plus $6.95 shipping. Now I wanted to get into some of the comments that came on YouTube over the past few days, and if you guys want your question answered, just drop a question down below and we will feature it in an upcoming video. So this is by Relentless319. It's great that you're showing us all the women's items that you sell, but where do you get it cheap enough to sell for those prices and still make a profit? So this is a comment I get pretty often, and I do share my cost of goods from time to time. I don't really care. It's not a big deal to me. You know, it's whatever. I'm creating my own competition. It don't matter. I think there's so much clothing out there that, you know, if I'm not doing what I should be doing and learning and leveling up, learning new brands, then that's my fault. So I'm going to share everything with you guys. My cost of goods for the year is about $1.55 per item. And so if I sell an item for $3, you know, $4, $5, that's generally my area where I can break even or even make a few cents. So if I'm selling something for $3 to $4, that's usually a break even spot. So I really need to have my sales with shipping and everything and fees to be around $5 for me to even make any money. So if I'm buying my items for $1.50, I want them to at least sell for $4 or $5 plus shipping to be able to make any money. But some people pay $8 an item and do great and sell those items for $25, $30 plus shipping. So everyone has their own business model. I wouldn't suggest, totally going towards the volume model unless if that's something you want to do and grind it out for a few years. But that's kind of just where I stand. My average profit per item is around $10 per sale. Love it when these old items sell. This is a 7-8-month-old women's sweater by Tech Gear, sold on a best offer of $11 plus shipping. This item is over a year old. It is a girl's pair of mud jeans, something I wouldn't be picking up these days. This sold on a best offer of $7 plus shipping. Still selling some dresses, which is really nice for this time of year. I'm ready to wheel and deal these out of here, so probably not going to see many dress sales coming up in the winter, but this is a Forever 21 women's size small dress, sold for $12 best offer plus shipping. Another item that would have just been marked down to nothing, basically. This is a pair of Hurley cargo pants, new with tags, pretty old SKU number, almost dropped on the ground there. Really nice to see these sell. I mean, come on, $31.95 plus shipping. This would have been marked down probably $15, $20. So really happy to see a little bit more profits come in on these older items. Very old SKU right here, 4914. This is a Top Dog men's polo shirt, new with tags. Took a best offer of $25 plus shipping on this one. Selling some more bags. This is by the brand Marmeco, whatever. New with tags. Just a simple little, cosmetic bag. Really don't know. This sold for best offer of $13 plus shipping. Starting to get a lot more hats listed, and I'm really happy to see them sell as I start consistently listing them more and more. This is just a Brixton hat, 50% wool, not new with tags at all. There's kind of the Brixton, I think it's a skateboarding type brand, pretty decent. Not a hat that I would probably be wearing, but anyways, it's a tweed hat, sold for $28 on a best offer. So beautiful. Just gonna keep listing these hats so I can start selling them more and more. I have plenty more in back stock to get listed. So I just wanna make sure I keep consistent with that by listing 1 to 3 hats every day. This is a pair of H&M utility shorts, kind of like a Bermuda style, men's size 28, sold on a best offer of $15.96 plus shipping. This is a women's Free People open front cardigan, size medium, and it sold on another best offer of $18 plus $8.95 shipping. Figuring out what things are when you're first getting into selling clothing on eBay can be a little difficult if you have no background into selling clothing or you just really have no idea of what you're selling. It's a really big deal to be a master at what you are selling on eBay. And you might not be a master to start, but it's important to seek out information that are gonna be helpful and guide you along the way. Like, are these chino shorts? Are they Bermuda? What type of shorts are they? I'm confused, which is why I developed this guide to eBay item specifics, 130 pages to help you guys go further, faster in your resale journey. I just want to give you a sneak peek as to what this all entails. We have different types of patterns, we have different types of fabric types, we have different types of women's tops, materials. It's really important to learn these things. You want to know your keywords for your titles, and you want to know the correct and accurate item specifics. I love this because I was tired of searching around Google looking for those exact definitions. I just got tired of it. So I was like, well, why don't I just aggregate all this information into one easy to read book to help beginners out there to really start mastering what they want to start selling, specifically clothing, right? You can find it linked down below, Or if you're watching on the TV, you could just check out this QR code right here, and it will take you to the hardcover copy on Amazon. I think the hard copy is better because it's good to have a physical copy by your side when you're doing your listings. I also want to say a shout out to thank you to all the people who have supported the book. We sold 94 copies, just a hardcover copies last month, and we sold another 26 ebook copies just in 1 month. I am just blown away at the support and just want to say thank you guys. Like, this really helps me get better as a writer, and also helps support the channel so I could start investing more time into other book ideas. Really want to say I appreciate you and thank you. I know I keep saying it, but man, it is really nice to see some of these old items. 8540 is an item that's over a year, probably a year and a quarter old. This is just a pair of Ralph Lauren men's denim jeans, size 32-30, sold for $23 plus $8.95 shipping. Beautiful. All right, Maurice is in the house. This is a Maurice's 2X dress, sold on a best offer of $14.36 plus shipping. So I love picking up Maurice's in plus sizes. So 1X, 2X, 3X and above, they tend to sell faster. This is a men's ghost camo, size extra large, sold for $12.56 plus shipping. Let's see what the brand was. Ghost camo shirt, men's XL. So yeah, sold for $12.75 plus shipping. So seeing a ton more hunting gear, hunting apparel starting to sell more and more. I love this time of year because in Oregon, hunting season is starting to open up. So I'm seeing a lot of that stuff fly off the shelf. I do see it all the time in my local Goodwill bins, thrift stores, garage sales, hunting gear. I pick it up all year round, no matter what. Other things that are selling for me is Oregon Ducks apparel. I live close to the University of Oregon, so I find this in abundance everywhere I go. And now starting to see more of that stuff sell as college football season has started. What about you guys? Are you starting to see more of that college stuff and professional football stuff sell? Of course it is seasonal, and I pick it up anyways, it doesn't matter. And took a best offer of $10 plus $6.95 shipping for that men's Oregon Ducks sweater. All right, so we had this pair of vintage jockey 3-pack, sold for $15.55 plus shipping. This is another vintage pair of jockey underwear, made in 1999, made in year 2000. Can't see it at all there, but really happy to see these sell. So $15.55 plus shipping. This is just a men's Calvin Klein thermal base layer shirt, sold for $8. $8 plus shipping. All right, big old sock sale here. We got some Calibrate socks, some Vince Camuto socks, and some Dave Co socks, all like packs of 4. So we got 12 pairs of socks going out for $24 plus $8.95 shipping. I have plenty of these socks to get listed and sold. Hey, another pair of socks. This is a Timberland, I think a 6-pack of socks, sold on, let's see, $14.36 plus $8.95 shipping. Been loving selling this type of Calvin Klein underwear. It's just a single 365 pack of some hip briefs. These sold for $24, best offer plus shipping. Just wanted to show the Poshmark sales over the last week. Everything from here down, or here up, I guess, sold over the last week. So pretty nice. Not too bad. You know, just having my VA list all these items has been really nice to get these items listed without me having to put too much time and effort into doing the little things that it takes to get these items cross-listed. And they're not major sales, you know, $10, $12, $8, $6, $10. So nothing too crazy, but then again, remember, these are items that have been in my store for over a year a year and a half. So I'm happy to see them get a little bit more attention on this other platform. Had this men's Carhartt, kind of a sleeveless t-shirt, tank top, had a couple stains on it, sold for $14.36 plus shipping. It was a size 3XL, so that's a nice size. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit more about strategy and planning. What is your guys' plan in your reselling business? Like, what do you plan to do as far as listings every month? What is your target for sales every month? I really think it's important to have some goals and some plans set so you guys can know you're hitting your expectations. So it's really important to track these things, because if you don't track them, then how do you know if you're making progress towards your goals? So how many items are you listing a week? How many sales are you making a week? What is your cost of goods? What do you want to be bringing into your store? You need to ask all these questions to yourself, especially if you're just starting out, so you can have a sense of direction. When I first started out selling on eBay, I didn't have answers to those questions, but I knew I had to set some of those questions up to be able to have some clarity going forward in my business. You'll know what not to change, you know what adjustments to make when things are going crazy on eBay. And that's why it's important to really just have a goal and a plan and a strategy. You'd be surprised on how many people don't. That's why you're like, Bo, this is obvious, duh. But remember, most people have no goals, have no plan, no vision. So set up some strategy in your business so you know you can make progress towards your goals. I want to know, what is your guys' plan for eBay? Do you want to do reselling full-time? Do you want to just make a little bit of extra side money, in addition to your full-time job? I want to know. Leave a comment down below. I want to see where you guys are at, because as for me, reselling has changed my life for the better and for the future, and I love that, and I'm very thankful for it. I think a lot of people underestimate the true potential that is inside themselves. If you're wanting to do a full-time business on eBay, you can. You just need to have the right strategy, the right plan in place to hit that goal. This just sold. It's a Machine Gun Kelly men's size small graphic t-shirt, sold on a best offer of $14.36 plus shipping. This is a pair of women's Lane Bryant pants, size 18W, sold on a best offer of $12 plus shipping. Just a single pack of men's jockey briefs, sold for $14.36 plus shipping. Love selling shorts this time of year, because whenever the seasons change over, there's going to be a lot less short sales coming up here in the winter time. But that's okay. I still pick it up year round, doesn't matter. I just know that I'm really more open to offers during this time of year, as there's going to be less people searching for shorts. But anyways, enough of me jabbering. This is a pair of American Eagle chino shorts, sold for $17.95 plus shipping. Another hat sold, but this is by the brand Quicksilver. So just a basic, kind of a snapback hat. New with tags, sold on a best offer of $14.50 plus shipping. This is a 3-pack of men's jockey underwear made in 1999. New with tags, sold for $25 plus shipping. This brand I'm not too particularly fond of. It is the brand Dockers. And if they are in good condition, I may consider listing if it's not a crazy size. These are men's 3330. Just listed them a month ago. And let's see if I can find it here. I sold them for best offer $17.95 plus shipping. So do you pick up Dockers? You're probably going to say no. So if I'm paying $1, then I'll consider it. All right, this 2-pack of men's Calvin Klein 365 underwear, sold for $34.95 plus shipping. I had these 2 pairs of vintage plus size top by the brand Carol Little, made in USA, size 24W, sold for $36 plus $14 shipping. So if you're new to the channel, I am picking up plus size tops like crazy, because if you look at the sell-through rates on a lot of these kind of lower tier brands, J. Jill, Coldwater Creek, Old Navy, plus size tops have a good sell-through rate, meaning 50% or higher. That's why I picked them up. So Carol Little, turning a couple dollars into $36 plus shipping is a beautiful thing. This is a pair of men's Levi's signature jeans, sold for $13 plus shipping. They are size 33-30, and they were listed about 4 months ago. A brand I always love picking up, and that is the brand Hugo Boss. Probably can't see it, but this Hugo Boss men's kind of a Castro cap. It is corduroy, sold for $44.95 plus shipping. This is just a Lululemon women's tank top, size extra small, still sold for $17.95 plus shipping. This is a women's Catherine's plus size top, size 1X, sold for best offer of $10 plus shipping. It was listed about 4 months ago. All right, wanted to get into another question. This is by Heaven Sent Smoking Channel, asking about, do I care about sell-through rate of items before posting or listing them? I would say that's my number 1 to number 2 metric to follow whether I decide that item is worth listing or not. You really need to figure, are you going to be spending the time in your business doing the photography, the sourcing, and the listing for an item that has a 5% sell-through rate? So it's so important to learn about the items that you do want to sell in your store and start studying on eBay that market. What is the sell-through rate during the summer, during the winter, during the spring? Do you have seasonality in that market? So it's so important to know the sell-through rate of the items that you're listing. If you don't, then it's harder to predict when that item is going to sell. For me, in my change in my store recently, I'm looking to really focus on 50% and higher sell-through rate items. That is my main mission, my main goal. So I just encourage you guys to really understand and learn what sell-through rate is so you can apply that in your business going forward so you can make good and wise decisions. I always pick up cycling gear, especially living around Portland where we have a lot of bicycle and cycling activities. This is a men's pair of shorts by the brand Endura, sold for best offer of $20 plus shipping. This is a women's Torrid plus size top, 2X, sold on a best offer of $10 plus shipping. So getting started as a reseller can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're just starting out, which is why Marcus Dixon and I have combined to offer a reseller mentorship. You can check it out, linked down below, or you can scan this QR code here. And what all that entails is about 9 hours a week of coaching via Zoom, as well as access to a reseller spreadsheet, item specifics guide, a BOLO brand list, and a community of 58 other members growing their stores by applying the same principles and tips that we use in our business. Marcus and I did about $320,000 in sales last year on eBay, and this year we're predicted to do close to about $400,000 in sales. So you could check it out. We have a 7-day free trial. That's why we have that, so you guys can just check it out and to see if it's going to be the right fit, because Discord is not for everyone and Zoom is not for everyone. Some people have a hard time figuring out how those apps work. So 7 days free, check it out, and if you like it, it's just $1 a day after that. So we can help you put plans in place, get a store review, constant updates, so we can help you guys hit your goals. We'd love to see you there. This is a Michael Brandon men's polo, size medium, sold for $17.95 plus shipping. This is a pair of women's Land's End jeans, size 12 petite, listed about 5-6 months ago, sold on a best offer of $12 plus $8.95 shipping. Another pair of men's DKNY hip brief underwear, sold for $21.95 plus shipping. Another plus size top by the brand Catherine's. This is a size 1X, sold for $10 plus shipping and listed about 4 months ago. Here's a Gap wool, kind of a blazer coat for women, size medium, sold for $14.36 plus shipping. Loving seeing these jackets and heavier items sell. And we got a men's pair of Banana Republic chino pants, size 34-34, listed about 3 months ago, sold for $17.95 plus shipping. All right, so we have a women's fleece Columbia vest, size medium, sold for $14.36 plus shipping. Had this Nautica tote bag, sold for $17.95 plus shipping. This was just a basic Nautica bag from that storage unit haul. Nothing special about it, but definitely happy to see it gone and get out of here. Next, I want to show you guys some of the sales that came on Poshmark over the weekend. I think we got about 5 or 6, so let's jump right into those sales. All right, so we had 8 Poshmark sales come over the weekend. We just had 2 more sales come in today, which is really a beautiful thing because all of these items are super old, so they needed to be sold. The first one here, we have a Levi's pair of women's jeans that were listed probably over 2 years ago, sold for $12 plus shipping. We have a Gloria Vanderbilt sale, hooray! Women's size 12 sold on Poshmark for $6 plus shipping. And then we had a Daisy Fuentes women's jeans size 16W sold for $10 plus shipping. We had a pair of wax jean shorts for women size small sold for $10 plus shipping. We had a Maurice's women's shirt size 1X plus size, $10 plus shipping. We have a Oregon Ducks men's t-shirt, size extra large, sold for $8 plus shipping. And we got a Ralph Lauren, no, that's the Maurice's. We have a Ralph Lauren men's polo shirt, sold for $8 plus shipping. And then the last one, another Oregon Ducks women's shirt, size extra large, $8 plus shipping. So to round up the video is like I've been surprised with the performance of cross-listing on the Poshmark, and I just wanted to show you guys kind of my whole journey. The first few weeks was crickets. Like the first 2 weeks of getting items cross-listed on Poshmark, I think I sold like 2 items. But over these last like 10 days, I've seen a huge increase in sales. I'm sending out offers using Posh or VA. I'm sharing my listings every day. And those are the 2 things that really got the ball rolling when I did start selling on Poshmark. So if you guys have questions about cross-listing, drop it, link down below. You could also check out the Vendoo affiliate link that does help support the channel, but you do get 25% off your first month if you do choose to use Vendoo for cross-listing. And if you guys are wanting to know more about the items that I'm selling in my store, and kind of the items that I'm actually looking out for on a daily and weekly basis, you could check out this video right here where it goes over the top 10 items on my Bolo brand list that you could download, link down below for free. In those top brands, I look and tell you guys as to why I picked them up and why I'm always on the lookout for those items. I do that for the next time you guys go out sourcing. Maybe you can find some of those items as well. Maybe, maybe not, but I think it's going to be beneficial for you. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of the day. Enjoy your Labor Day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.